Welcome to today's episode of Grow.Build.Learn, and this is going to cover what the Skillbridge program is. So for anybody that's in the military right now, that's having any type of thoughts about getting out of the military, don't really have too much direction as to where they're going to be going when they get out of the military, the Skillbridge program is for you. So let's begin with what is the Skillbridge program, right? So the Skillbridge program is a program that was created by the DOD for, military personnel to embark on an internship with a whole bunch of different companies. And as I'm looking at it right now, it's a whole bunch of different providers. And it spans from everywhere. So you have it all the way from Seattle, Washington, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to San Diego, to Charlotte, to Atlanta. So all these different internships are provided based upon what you desire to do as a service member. So for the Skillbridge program, sorry, I drew a blank for a second. For the Skillbridge program, it's eligible for anybody within 180 days from their EOS. EOS is what we use in the Navy, so that's just the end of obligated service. So for me, using myself as an example, I applied for the Skillbridge program in June. My EOS was in March. I actually left. I got approved the same month as well too, but this is all subject on the command that you're at. I understand that processing times are very different. Some people could be at a command where processing time takes forever. You have to route a special request shit. It probably takes a year just to get to the top. So it just all depends upon what command you're at and how proactive you are and how much you really want to get it done. I pushed the envelope myself. I routed everything up. I printed everything out that I needed. I gave it to my chief and so on and so on. And I actually was pretty much hand routing it the whole way through. So for me, I took the journey for the Skillbridge program. I was stationed in San Diego, California. My Skillbridge program was in Charlotte, North Carolina, where I currently reside. So for me, my Skillbridge program was for JB Hunt. JB Hunt as a transportation manager too. With that being said, most of the time they require a college degree, but being that we have military experience, I didn't have to go the same path as far as having to go to college first and then going to be a transportation manager at JB Hunt. The benefit of being in the military is you have military experience. So they expect you to already kind of have good work ethic, good military bearing. So in that sense, good approachability, grooming standards, all that. So I went there in November. And as soon as I got there, I enjoyed it. Just to cover this, you have to pay out of pocket to get to wherever you decide to go. So if you're in San Diego or if you're in wherever location and you want to do an internship in that location that you're in, it kind of works it kind of works for you. But if you want to go, so for me, I drove my vehicle across country because I already knew that I planned on staying in Charlotte after my internship was over. I did my internship from November to about January, February. And I enjoyed it, honestly. If I didn't, have in my mind my venture to do entrepreneurship and to kind of work for myself, I definitely would have stayed with JB Hunt. I'm not being told or paid to say this by JB Hunt to, give them praise, but JB Hunt is a super solid company to work for. And for me, I worked admin in the military, so it only made sense for me to do something admin related once I got to the civilian force. So my experience and my perspective on Skillbridge, it kind of gets you familiarized with the civilian life. If you joined straight out of high school and you didn't have a job prior to the military, you probably don't really know much of what to expect when it comes to the civilian life. 2, JB Hunt, they gave me great benefits. Now keep in mind, it's an internship, so you're not getting paid for it. So with that being said, it's actually a good time for you to save money as well, depending on your situation. So for me, I was getting San Diego BAH and paying entitlements, but I was living in Charlotte. So I was getting $3,000 plus in BAH, but I was still residing in Charlotte. But it's essentially you're going TAD. So the 5 benefits to the Skillbridge program is you're able to save money depending on where you're going and where you decide to migrate to. 2, you get a good, work experience as far as on the with the civilian sector. 3, you're able to expedite your means of getting out of your command. So it's like, okay, instead of me having to wait, to take terminal leave before I'm actually able to leave my command, I could leave 6 months in advance and set myself up. So that's a 4. You set yourself up. You know what I mean? So let's say you decide to go from San Diego to Charlotte, just because that's my example I'm giving. You know, I was able to have all this extra money for me to put towards a house. I was able to have all this extra money for me to put in my savings account. So it's like you're setting yourself up, if you do it the right way, to basically, you know, end up on top. You know what I mean? And then 5, it just helps you with your planning. You know what I mean? And not only that, you now have an internship under your belt. So even if you decide not to stay with your company, let's say you don't have the same experience that I had, at least now you could say I was an internship for JB Hunt, or I was an internship for 55th Wing and 3D Management and Contract and Squadron. So there's so many different places that you can land, or so many different things that you can land through the DOD Skillbridge. So to keep it really short and sweet, I would highly recommend it. If you don't have a plan already set in motion, do the DOD Skillbridge program, because I guarantee it will not only save you some money, it would also save you a lot of stress and give you a peace of mind that, okay, I have a job that's already kind of lined up for me. And as long as you know, fulfill your internship and you pass with flying colors, you're golden. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the website. I'm going to show you guys exactly what to click on and how to navigate through, and also how to apply. So the first thing you want to do is go to skillbridge.osd.mil. From there, we're doing it through the mobile app. So you'll click on the 3 on the menu on the top, then go to determine eligibility. When you go to determine eligibility, it'll tell you exactly what you would need in order for you to participate in the Skillbridge program. I advise you definitely read over that. And then after that, you click on how to apply. When you scroll down from how to apply, you click on your respective branch of service, whether it be Army, Navy, Marine, and it'll tell you exactly what you have to do step by step with nav admins to read, with how to route your special request sheet, all those different type of things in order for you to start your Skillbridge program. After that, I would encourage you to go to Skillbridge Locations. So from here, you can either type in a keyword, which I use information technology. This is just an example. So if you're interested in information technology, it'll bring up a slew of just different programs, such as the 7 Eagle Group, and it'll tell you this is in California. And it'll also tell you who the point of contact is, which you would definitely have to know that, because if you're interested in this Skillbridge program, you will have to contact that point of contact. It also will tell you exactly the length of service. So for this one, it's 151 to 180 days. So you can expect that Skillbridge program to last that long. For here, it kind of had like a little bug. I tried to type in North Carolina. It didn't come up, so I have to refresh the page. I use North Carolina as an example, but you can use Wyoming. So you can't do city. You have to do a state. So if you want the city of San Diego, you have to do California, or you could specify the exact zip code. So for here, I refresh the page. I type in North Carolina again. So after I type in North Carolina, I hit the search bar, and then we go right back down to all the different places that have the Skillbridge program. So for this, it was Winston-Salem State. For this one, it's Fayetteville. Again, it tells you the duration of training and also the point of contact. And it'll also list a description for what that job will entail of, so you can see if that's a good fit for you. I go to the 4th page just to show you that there's a plethora of different options for you.